Foxx.
Martin's was awesome too.
Martin had a bunch of good ones.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx, to me, has a legendary one, which, in my opinion, might be top 3 stand-ups of all time. Up there with Eddie Murphy.
I don't know if I ever saw it.
And up there with Chappelle, Killing Him Softly. It's called I Might Need Security. It was probably 2001.
Really? I'll have to watch that.
Phenomenal.
Like,
some of his jokes, and he
that.
does like everything. He plays music.
Oh, really?
It's like a one-man show.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, it's so good. You'll die laughing. It holds up. I just watched it again recently.
Oh, I'll have to watch it.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Phenomenal. He does great impersonations too.
He definitely does that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx.
He was talented dude.
What happened with him? Didn't he like went and hide? He had like a medical
He
mishap?
said and he said like P. Diddy was the one who like poisoned him or something crazy. It was he blamed P. Diddy.
He might have.
Yeah, he really did.
What did he know?
I don't know if he said he knew something, but that was the whole thing. Was he said like I'm like this because of Diddy.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a monster Diddy was.
A lot happened, man.
Did they take his music off Spotify?
I don't know. Kelly watched the whole documentary. R. Kelly? I assume
R. Kelly's
he's still
off?
on there.
I would imagine it's got to be all. Who's searching for R. Kelly songs?
I'm going to after this episode.
No, out of
did you ever watch
curiosity.
In the Closet with him? It was like a 27-part series.
Yeah, it was way too much. I saw the first couple parts.
The first couple parts were like, this could be a movie, and then all of a sudden it's like this like cross-dressing midget pops out of a closet and starts shooting people. Like, it was like, what is happening, dude? It was,
It was a documentary.
It was released in segments. I think there was 27 parts to it. And it was he sang like a musical. Like, it was supposed to be this musical thing. But it was like, do you ever like go to church where you're like, all right, this isn't a song. She's reading the Bible verse and it's like, la la la. Like, it's not really a thing. It was like that. Like, he was talking, but like the last part of every word he would like sort of sing.
Not to cut you off, but I gotta, since you just brought that up.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite part of church is? I want to see if we're on par with this. And I don't even know why this make it. And whenever I'm in church, it still makes me laugh or giggle because I'm really immature. And the best is when you get a priest that's really tone deaf and like can't sing. Is when they go, the mystery of faith. And I look at each other every time. The best is you get a priest whose voice is horrible. The mystery of faith.
You know what? It's funny that you say that because I've often wondered, like when you're in the seminary, if there's like certain people who are like, "Wait a minute, I got to sing that," and then they drop out for like a real weird reason.
I'm not singing that.
I'm not like
just like me with the birthday song at Don Pablo's.
There you go. It's like I'm not.
Like, am I going to quit or am I just going to pretend like I'm doing it?
So Don Pablo's, was that where you were the waiter?
I was a waiter and bartender there. Yeah.
What was the story that you used to tell people? You told me about. You were on a show.
Oh, yeah, you remember this?
Yeah.
That was when I worked at Bertucci's.
Oh.
So I don't even know why I made this up, but okay, for the listeners. So I'm working at Bertucci's. I'm bartending there as well. And I think I was watching something on, I don't remember if it was like a rerun or I was watching Guts, the TV show Guts on Nickelodeon.
Mike O'Malley.
And
Mo.
With the leaderboard. Mo. So I was watching it somewhere, and I don't know where I got this idea, but we're in work talking one day, and I made up this white lie that I was on Guts, and that I won on Guts, and that I had a piece of the aggro crag. So then for the longest time, people were like, well, can you bring it in? I'm like, I really don't want to bring it in here. I don't want there to be a big commotion. I don't want people to be saying, And they're like, well, what team were you on? I was like, well, I was on the blue team. I'm like, look for my episode. But this is you couldn't just find whatever you want on the internet.
YouTube and, like,
this is probably like 2005, 2006.
Yeah.
So yeah, people can't just find this. And everything's not readily available on YouTube anyway, especially a random episode of Guts from the early 90s.
But so you never had, like, you were never on it?
So I was never on, no, I was never truly on Guts.
Okay.
But I don't think I ever told anybody that I wasn't truly on Guts. So I always thought, in my head, I always think things are funnier if somebody else is telling somebody else this story like it's actually true. So I would laugh to myself because I'm weird like that, thinking that somebody's, maybe even today, is like, yeah, I used to work with this guy that won on Guts in the early 90s. And he had a piece of the aggro crag.
So I think I can help
To
you.
me.
I think I can help you.
You can?
Yeah.
Look at this. Is this... Where did this come from?
eBay. I
Is this official?
I don't know.
This
It
is
was the
absolutely
only one
amazing.
I could find. It was supposed to be for the Christmas episode. It took a very long time to get here, but as soon as you told me that story that night, I bought it.
This is amazing. Well, now I retract that whole story. I actually did win this on Guts.
Yeah,
It was an
just
episode
it was
in
in the
April
vault.
of 1993.
Yeah,
No, this is amazing. And I think it needs to stay here, like, permanently, like, as a centerpiece.
it needs to go. You can bring it back, but it needs to go to your house and be displayed, like on the mantle or something.
I think I'm just going to display it on the mantle and not tell Diana and just see how long it takes her. Or maybe I'll put it in, like, a china cabinet or something.
Oh, that would be funny.
I should just take it to, like, my parents' house and sneak it in there.
Yeah.
Like, when we go over next time, just they'll be like, "What's that?"
Kelly was like, "What are you talking about today?" I was like, "He doesn't tell me anything." I was like, "But I bought him a piece of the aggro crack from Guts."
I can't believe you remember that story.
Yeah, you told her I think Halloween. I was super
Yeah.
impressed. So like, I actually think I ordered it when we were all standing in the circle in my driveway, and you guys were all talking, and we were like playing like emo music. I think I was like, "Dude, I need to find this," and I think I ordered it then.
I specifically, I don't remember a lot from Guts. I remember, like,
I don't remember much of anything, but
No?
the aggro crack.
I remember there was one character, though. He won all the time, and his name was Ronnie Rumble.
Nuh-uh.
Ronnie Rumble from the Blue Team.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I remember, and they, like it was
You know
like
it was
kids...
British. And then Mike O'Malley was on a couple different shows. Then he had his own show,
Yeah,
the Mike O'Malley Show.
the Mike, but there was
never
another
saw
one
And then
What
he
was
used
the
to wear a
other-
Boston Bruins hockey jersey,
All the
like
time.
he was Happy Gilmore.
all the time. I wonder if Happy Gilmore got it from him because I feel like Mike O'Malley was
Maybe
first.
they're friends.
Yeah.
Sandler and Mike O'Malley.
Could be.
I don't know. He's never been in a movie.
No.
Of his.
What was the one? It was them and another couple, and one of them, I forget if he lost his job, but they all lived together. I forget what the show
That's
was.
Friends.
No.
Oh.
It was
I mean-
Mike O'Malley and I forget what the other guy's name was. It was pretty lame.
Mike O'Malley was originally supposed to play the Chandler character on Friends.
Really?
No, that's just something I made up.
Really?
That's how good I am at making
Yeah, that
things
was
up
pretty
like
good.
that. If you say something that's so unbelievable that nobody thinks twice about,
Yeah.
I've noticed this.
I do that to Kelly.
People
all the
just
time.
believe. Yes.
Yeah.
People believe it, and that's the kind of stuff that I think is funny.
So I'll tell you a story. In high school, I was dating. I don't even remember what girl it was, but I was dating a girl, and I told her that stop signs with the white around it were optional. And
You're telling people lies to get people really hurt.
they all have the white around it.
I was going
Right?
to say, is that even
So
exist?
like a couple months, I would always drive. So a couple months later, we're going somewhere and she's driving and she right through the stop sign. I'm like, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "You told me that the ones with the white around it were optional." And I was like, "Dude, I didn't mean that." Like, so for like 4 months, she was just blowing stop.
Purely a joke.
It's really a joke that literally could have killed 10 people.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that was.
That has me now thinking about. Were you ever into prank phone calls?
Oh yeah, started with the Jerky Boys, and then we used
Yes.
to do them.
I think Jerky Boys like got everybody really into.
I got
prank
so
calls.
much trouble because the girls in our grade would do it a lot.
Yeah.
And I was down the street with my uncles, and my mom called me freaking out the next morning that some girls from my school called, and what did they say? "This is Shanae looking for hairy crotch, and I just want to know if he has one."
Oh God.
And I was like,
That'll
they
get
were
you in
like
trouble.
5th grade girls, and I was
Oh,
like,
God.
"What?"
They took it to a different level.
It was bad, but we would get calls, and the sad part about it is when my grandpa died, we got a late phone call and a late knock on the door. So we would get late phone calls from the girls having sleepovers all the time. My mom would get all freaked out, and the girls were just trying to like do prank calls. But I remember like they were more ruthless than we were with it.
I'm sure.
Like they just thought that it was like.
Well, the girls were more
funniest thing.
mature, so they
They had better material.
had better material.
Yeah, like we would just call
We
you
were
a
just-
fart noise and hang
Yeah.
up or like something like.
Until we got older. I liked doing them when I would get older, and the other thing I like to do with my friends in the other room, we would go and we would take turns, different people calling like WIP, Sports Talk,
Yeah.
and coming up with like the most ridiculous trade scenarios that made no sense, to where, it would be like Howard Eskin on the radio,
Yeah.
and then he would just slam you. I'd be like, I have a really good idea on how the Sixers can get Kobe Bryant. Just trade Derek Coleman straight up for Kobe Bryant. Be like, get off the phone, you dope.
There's been that just reminded me of a few things, but the one was like the kid. It It was just on my Facebook where the kid called Augusta the weekend of the Masters to try and book a tea time. He was
That's
like,
a good one.
yeah, it was really good. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm just trying to see if me and my friends can come in tomorrow around like 10 o'clock. And like the woman's like completely baffled. But the other one that reminded me of was when Richard Christie and Sal would look into
Tradio?
yeah.
The Tradio calls were the best.
Tradio calls were so good.
Oh,
and the
man.
one when he called and it was the washing machine, the basketball goal, and something. It was a woman selling stuff. And he recorded 3 voices. And he would be like, hi, how are you? I'm calling about the basketball goal, washing machine, dartboard. And she's like, well, which one do you want? And he like would replay it. And it was 3 voices. And this woman just spun out. It was just the greatest. That and Sour Shoes were like...
Oh, that's a good one, too.
Oh, my God. When Sour Shoes would call about Gary. And he would... Dude, it was so good.
Yeah,
but the Tradio calls were great.
The Tradio calls are legendary.
They were so good.
I had some really good ones too. At a certain point in time, I was so good at it, and I would hone in like I would always have these ideas, and I'm like, we would call like here's a good one, and this is pretty recent. This is how much of a nerd I am. So I was just bored one day, and I called Chickies up, and I was like, hey, I see here on the menu. I wanted to come in and bring my family in. I see here on the menu you have crab legs, but do you guys serve crab arms as well? And the poor hostess, or whoever answered the phone, calls over the manager. They're like, no. I could hear them in the background say, hey, Joe, do we have crab arms? And then I just heard the guy start hysterically laughing.
That's an awesome one.
That's a good one.
And
it's harmless, too. Yeah. It's just funny.
No, that's good.
But like stuff like that. And then I'm amused by that. And I'm like, I like to tell this story.
That's pretty good.
I was bored one day and just sitting there, and Diana and Paulie are sitting there. I'm like, and just made the call.
Oh, you did this like recently?
Yeah, like within the last 4 years. Yeah.
That's even better. I thought you were gonna say you were like 20.
Oh man, we used to call laundromats and say that you wanted to come down there because like the laundromats where you could drop stuff off.
Yeah.
And be like, look, I got my stuff back. It's all, my kid's Pokemon shirt. I think you guys mix semen in with the laundry. We would say semen. Yeah, I think you mix some semen in with the detergent. I got to chisel my kid's Pokemon shirt out right now.
Oh, that just reminded me. The one that we would do, you call bowling alley, and you say, like, do you have 2 12-pound balls? They say, yeah. And you said, dude, how do you walk around? That was one. And then this just reminded me of 2 other Howard Stern ones. The one where they called the 2 Chinese restaurants and flipped the phones.
I just talked about
that.
They
were talking to each other.
Yeah.
And the other one that was great was when they would call the Chinese restaurant with Casey Kasem. And he would go, she's like, what do you have? He goes, 10. And then they would read like fried 9, 8. And he did the whole countdown and she was trying to keep up with everything. And then she read the whole thing. And then he goes, and now back to the countdown. 10, 9, 8. She's trying to write all the stuff down. Amazing. That was a Richard Christie one.
Do you remember the soundboards that came out like when we were in college?
Yeah.
What was that website called? There was a website name for it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
E-Bombs World?
E-Bombs World was
That's awesome, a good pull by you right there.
E-Bombs World, College Humor came out right after that, but E-Bombs World was first.
The Arnold one was the best.
Yeah.
Hello, cutie pie. It's not the squirrel, it's a ferret.
Did you ever see, I was thinking this the other day, and it was like, there's only one other person who would know it was you, but did you see when they used to remake the end of the G.I. Joe cartoons, and they would dub the sound
man,
over
those were amazing.
Pork chop sandwiches.
Pork chop sandwiches, that was the big one.
Yeah.
Pork chop sandwiches.
And then the other kid's like, Chomico Mom. Yeah, it's like, oh my God, we're all dead. This place. Yeah, dude. You've seen them?
Oh, they were amazing.
Oh, man. The guy, the black dude who pulls up in the Jeep, right? Who wants a body massage?
Those were so funny.
They were great, dude. So have you seen... I was like, I'm going to have to ask that on the pod because there's one other person.
There was, at the same time, didn't they make the one with the Juggernaut from... I'm the Juggernaut.
Dude. Whoever... And they
Simple
were like...
stuff, but that stuff was all fun.
They were like the bridge between the Jerky Boys and now like the new school guys who do all that stuff.
There was another good prank call. One last one that I just thought of. There was I forget, he was like a B actor. He's been in a few different things, like especially like 90s comedies, and he might have been like a side character, like that had one speaking scene in like American Pie, like stuff like that. I don't know the guy's name, but he's good at doing voices and he's good at doing Christopher Walken. And he did this one. I don't know if you ever saw this, where he calls and he does a different voice to begin with and says, "Yeah, I'm Christopher Walken's agent. He wants to come into your restaurant and eat. Do you mind if I put you on with Mr. Walken? Hello, how are you? This is Chris Walken." The person's on the manager. They're like, "Oh, hello, Mr. Walken." He's like, "I want to come into your restaurant and eat a meal of food."
You're doing pretty good.
Is that pretty good? And then the one that I clearly remember is they're going through the menu. The guy's dead serious, and he's like, "Well, we have a nice salmon that you can come in and have." And he's like, "Salmon? No thanks already." And he's like, "Well, we have this this delicious winter salad with some nice citrus and some feta cheese." And he's like, "Salad? What am I, a cow?" But he has this guy going for like 10, 15 minutes before he finally just hangs up on him, and he says something smart ass at the end that he knows it's not Christopher Walken. But he has the guy going for 10, 15 minutes thinking he's talking to Christopher Walken. Just like Crank Yankers, too. Crank Yankers
was good.
Phenomenal.
That Christopher Walken reminded me, there's a great video if you look up Asians doing Christopher Walken impressions. And it's like 8 different Chinese people.
And they're really good at it?
Oh, dude, they're phenomenal.
Well, it's a very distinct voice, and I feel like there's 2 different versions of Christopher Walken that people do. It's like, Jay Moore does a really good one. If you ever watch Jay Moore?
Yeah.
Jay Moore does some really good impersonations. He's been coming up on my YouTube algorithm, I think, because I was watching a bunch of Norm Macdonald stuff, and then like Jay Moore started coming up, and he still has a podcast where he interviews a lot of people, but he has a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
And he interviews a lot of comedians, and he's awesome, funny. But he does great impersonations. He's got good stories too.
It's funny you said the Christopher Walken, because there was a guy who was just on. I was watching King of Queens, and one of the like side characters does a bunch of impressions, and he did Christopher Walken, and they were like, "Do Christopher Walken." IPS is the company they drive for. It's UPS. They do Christopher Walken as an IPS driver, and he was like, "What the hell does he say?" "The writing on the package was smudged. Is it a 2 or a 7? I don't know. It's a quandary." And he like does this whole thing.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, that's it. And he did like Adam Sandler. He did a couple ones, and he was funny too. That's why I was wondering if it was the same guy you were talking about. But this guy might be older than what you're saying.
I have to pull it up. It probably still exists somewhere on the internet, I'm sure. Walken had some like great, like just brief scenes in some movies, and I just saw
him in Wedding Crashers is.
He's great in Wedding Crashers.
Fantastic.
My favorite is this whole scene of him with the watch in Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
Pulp Fiction, actually, I just saw it's playing at the Warrington movie theater soon. That's my favorite movie of all time, Pulp Fiction.
I'm gonna blow your mind. I've never seen it.
No way.
Never seen it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Dave has a homework assignment.
I've never seen it.
Before we do another podcast, I need you to watch Pulp Fiction.
All right.
I was just telling another one of my friends this. He's never seen Pulp Fiction. I'm like, how do you miss Pulp Fiction?
The one that I'm similar to? The Tennessee guy?
No.
What's
I wonder
that
if he ever saw Gillen.
Gillen?
Gillen's my best friend, yeah.
Shout out to Gillen.
Shout out to Gills.
The Winter Me.
Yeah.
Dude, but the Christopher Walken thing that we have both seen is Wedding Crashers, when he goes into the bedroom, Vince Vaughn's tied up, and he just pulls the rope, and he goes, "Okay," and he just like leaves. Like, it's the greatest. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's in a lot of random movies too.
Yeah.
But
because he's not really a lead in much, is he?
Deer Hunter, Click.
Is that the remote movie with Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
He's a lead in that?
Yeah, he's
really. I've never seen that either.
Oh no, that's a good movie too.
I'm like creature of habit, dude. Like, I watch My Cousin Vinny. We've talked about this. Like, great outdoors, like AMC stuff. I'll put on and watch. But
I'm the same way, but
I don't venture a lot.
You
had 15 years to watch Pulp Fiction and True Lies and stuff. I was not on this planet for 15 years, so you know what I mean. Like, I just didn't.
Yeah.
There wasn't much for me to connect to.
Yeah, I get it.
I was a little out there. I watched the movie Rockstar all the time with Mark Wahlberg.
That's a good movie.
All the time in college. Me and my buddy Kyle. Shout out to Kyle.
What was the name of his band? Iron Dragon or no?
Something Dragon.
Something
Steel Dragon?
Steel Dragon.
Steel Dragon.
Good call. I've only seen that movie a couple of times. Did they make a song just for that movie?
Yeah. Waste my life. Yeah, dude, I'm going to have to listen to that later. It was a banger.
Have you ever seen Almost Famous?
Almost Famous, great movie.
That's a great music movie.
Yeah, very good movie.
And they have a good song in that, too, that they made just for the movie.
Yeah.
Fever Dog.
Yeah.
dog scratching
A lot of
at
great
my
music.
door.
You said you only seen CB4 once.
Yeah, I've only seen that once.
Empire Records is cool.
That was a good movie. I always thought it was overrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of movies from that era where they were either
love or hate.
love.
Yeah.
No, not even love or hate. I feel like there's a lot of throwaway movies from that era too.
Oh,
and there were a lot of movies that just had like a cult following or people loved that just for me never did anything.
I feel like back then, like grade school and high school, like if you were like, yo, let's go to the movies on Friday. I feel like I could have been like, all right, do you want to see and like name 8 movies?
Yeah.
Like now, I don't know that I could name like 2 movies in a theater unless there's something like huge like our kids want to see.
Name one.
That's what
Unless
I'm saying.
it's the one big movie that's out.
Yeah, like if you're like, oh, like Sonic 2 came out, or like my kids really wanted, like what I don't even remember the Minecraft movie.
When
but like I'll go in
Superman.
and like you walk past the other 16 theaters, and I'm like, dude, I never heard of that. And this guy did that movie, and I'm like, where do these movies like? Does anybody? It's funny. There was a video I was watching the other day of a Disney. Somebody high up in Disney, and he said in 10 to 15 years, movie theaters won't exist. He said there's just zero. The profitability, the whole movie industry is changing. They don't make big box office things anymore. He said they won't exist.
I think that they're going to have to pivot and go to some other model. There still is a need for people to get together to go see something in a stadium, just like
Funny,
with
my
music.
sister said that. She said the exact same thing.
So maybe only big movies, but make the experience more.
Yeah.
Make the experience bigger.
Yeah.
That's what I would be trying to do if I was a network exec and I'm trying to go up against the Netflix.
I wouldn't miss it because
And
I hate
Hulu.
people, but we'll be right.
People are the worst.
Yeah, I don't need to be in the big crowd.
Yeah, but getting back to those movies, like I would say from like 95 to 2000, there were just so many movies. And then so many of those actors that were in like teen movies were in all of them. But then
I was Mallrats I loved.
Mallrats is great. My favorite movie from them was Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Okay.
By far.
Yeah.
But maybe because
I
I've
didn't
seen
think
it the
Dogma
most.
was great, but I loved Mallrats.
Dogma's good.
Mallrats was just...
Mallrats is awesome.
Mallrats was
Mallrats
really...
is one of their better movies.
What the hell does he say when he's like, cookie stand is not a part of the food court? It's like, a cookie stand's an eatery, and eatery's part of the food court. And he's like, the cookie stand is downstairs, the food court is upstairs. He's like, anything that's not within the certain quadrants is an autonomous unit of mid-mall snacking. I was like, dude, that is the greatest.
That's genius.
Yeah, an autonomous unit of mid-mall snacking.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, there's a cameo by this person that just sadly passed away. I was kind of shocked by the news. Vanderbeek.
Oh.
Dawson, man.
Did you hear what happened with all that?
So
Have you been reading it?
I didn't read up any further. I knew that he had, terminal cancer.
No, not with that. So, this is sad, because I was very sad.
With the controversy with his friends sticking up for him because people were about to GoFundMe?
The GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Yeah, how they, like, sold all this shit.
And it raised, like, millions for the family?
Yeah, but it was supposed to be, like, a bunch of people paid a bunch of money for signed jerseys. And they didn't sign enough, or, like, something happened where, like...
They signed...
He was signing Varsity Blues jerseys. And they emailed all these people that were like, oh, like, we're just going to send you a regular jersey. And people were like, dude, I paid like $300 for this thing. And they said, whoever emailed it, that it was like a very manipulative email of like, we could offer you your money back, but just remember it's going to cause extreme financial hardship to James's family, and no one would want, like, to make you guilt into like that. And so it's gotten like really... It was super sad because they did like a whole thing. They did like a live of Dawson's Creek where the whole cast reunited. He was supposed to go and he couldn't. He was so sick. But then this like really cast a negative light.
Yeah, it's a shame, man. I knew he was sick.
He died, and the lead singer 3 Doors Down. They both had like certain kinds of cancer and died within, I think, like 3 weeks.
And they were like the same age too. Yeah. I want to say.
Yeah,
we're around the same age.
Yeah,
probably right around 50. He was probably
super
48,
sad.
49. Yeah, sad, but. Getting back to that, though, I was going to say, he was in Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. He was in Varsity Blues. Now
was he in Jay and Silent Bob as himself?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. I don't remember that. That's pretty good.
And then Varsity Blues, now you have him, Paul Walker, and Billy Bob are all passed away. 3 of the main characters.
I saw one of the things where it was like them like standing in the clouds like together again or something.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize Billy Bob died. I mean, he died just from being fat, right?
I don't think he died. I don't think cause of death was fat. It's kind of...
That's not a checkbox
It's not
on
listed
an autopsy.
as he's dead because he was fat. No, I think he had lost a bunch of weight. To be honest, I think he had gastric bypass, and unless I'm making that up,
I think he lost weight, but I don't know.
I thought so.
How did I get to be 40? Like, I have children. I have no idea about anything in the world. I said he died because he was fat.
Without hesitation,
Yeah.
too. You were just like, well, that's because he was fat.
The medical examiner, like, there's
Fat
no
people-
drop down box for
Once fat
fat.
people turn 28, they don't live. No, I don't think that was it.
There's no
I think
drop-
it led to maybe heart disease or something else.
But you have to think, like, if GLP-1s were out back then, he might have been okay.
He might have been okay. Rest in peace, cast of Varsity Blues.
GLP-1s are no good.
No, that's what the studies are coming out saying.
I can attest to it. I did it over the summer. It is bad.
Make you feel bad?
Suicidal.
Really?
Oh, dude, for like 3 months.
Really?
It was bad. It was really bad. And I didn't need it.
That's
I
a
was
bad
just
side
like,
effect.
It was, I was going to a clinic and like it just.
You'll be skinny, but you'll want to kill yourself.
Yeah, dude.
That should be the tagline.
And then you get to this paradox of like, well, I'm skinny. I feel like I look really good. I do want to kill myself, but what? And
what's more? The turkey.
And I remember one of my friends was like, "You're 40, you're married, you have 3 kids. Like, why do you want to just be?" But dude, I lost 24 pounds in 5 weeks.
Well, that's probably why, because it's messing with your
the dopamine was gone.
Your dopamine in your system. You know, you lost that much weight that fast.
Yeah, might have been 6 weeks, but it was within 1 or 2 visits, and I went from 188 to 162.
Wow.
And people were like, "Dude, what?"
Yeah.
So that's 26 pounds, right? Yeah, 26.
Yeah. I'm no mathlete, but
It wasn't good. I was in honors math for a year and dropped out. And my teacher, this really bothered me, Mrs. McConaughey. Like McConaughey, Matthew, but different. She would grade the test. It was only like 8 of us because it was like you would go to like how the kids would go to the trailer for speech therapies. Like you would go out to this class when everyone else did regular math. And there was only 8 of us, so she would take the test and grade them and then give them back to you during class.
Right.
And I could never stomach it because I knew I would fail. So I would do my test, turn it over, and go, "Can I go to the bathroom?" And then I would wait in the bathroom all the way through so she couldn't mark my test till class was done, so we would get it the next day. So I had a full day to worry but not know if I failed. That was my whole thing. Every single math test. Can I go to the bathroom at the end?
Here, I have a question about honors classes. Maybe you can help me answer this.
I dropped out every one I was in, but go ahead.
Are people afforded more opportunities for taking honors classes than if they take regular classes and get straight A's and do good on their SATs? Like, what does an honors class really do for anyone?
I don't think it does anything
Does it
for anybody.
do something to get you into better colleges?
It maybe looks better if you're like really trying to go like.
I don't know. I was never. I never even.
I took
attempted
honors math
to
in
take an
6th
honors
grade,
class.
dropped out of it because it just caused extreme anxiety. And then my first year in high school, I was in first track and did very bad because I just didn't care. There was a lot
They
of
had tracks in your high school?
Yeah,
We didn't have tracks.
yeah, we had 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Really?
Yeah,
And you went to Catholic high school?
Catholic high school. And did you guys get ranked?
We got.
Like that was a shitty thing too, dude. Like when you get ranked. Like I was usually
We
in
got
the
ranked
top.
in grade school too.
You did?
Yeah.
Like you would get like a hey,
I
he's
was
first
just
out
telling
of
Paulie
32.
this story because I graduated Catholic grade school with a lot of kids, and I think
How many is a lot? We had 68.
we were over 100,
Wow, that's a lot.
maybe like 110.
That's a lot.
That's a lot for Catholic grade school.
Yeah,
And
especially this day and age.
there was one kid I went to grade school with that was like he was like a robot. He was like a machine. You could never be number one with him in your class.
like Minkus. Oh, no.
He was like Minkus.
Yeah.
He would get 99s across the board. And like I would have like I was smart in grade school.
Mm-hmm.
I like to think of myself as still pretty smart, but
You're
I didn't try as hard.
Pretty polished.
I didn't but
I didn't try.
I was
in
never
high
a
school
studier.
or college. That was my problem.
So things always came naturally to me.
Same.
And then I didn't have the work ethic to put in the time to study when I didn't know something.
Exactly.
So like I was always an English and history brain. That stuff straight A's. No problem there. But when it came to like chemistry and physics,
Chemistry, physics, and math, I sucked.
I didn't want to put the time in because it bored me. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not even. I'm like, I'll just take my, whatever C plus or
That's what I
in high school.
Religion,
just
I
get
would
out of here.
smoke because it was easy.
Yeah.
Spanish, though, I took 4 years. I couldn't tell you a word.
I was just joking with Diana about this too. So we're going to Mexico for a wedding coming up, and one time we were in Punta Cana one time in Dominican.
Puta or Punta?
Punta.
I think you said Puta.
Did I say Punta?
I think so. It's
Did I say the
Bengali.
Rhines are crossed? Did you just say the Rhines are crossed?
Punta Cana.
Punta.
Small island off Punta Cana.
Punta.
Go ahead.
But either way, at the time, I was, I guess I had been working out a lot. Now, when I say working out a lot, I haven't really worked out much at all in my entire life. I know you're probably flabbergasted by that.
Baffled.
But, yeah. But, so anyway, I tell Diana, I'm like, after our first day there, we're there for a wedding.
Mm-hmm.
And, drinking, partying heavily. I'm like, I'm getting up the next morning. I'm going to the gym. I do it. I pull myself together. I'm fine. I'm like, all right, I'm going to the gym. And then I'm walking around, and the little Spanish that I do know, I'm walking around saying, "Donde es gimnasio? Donde es gimnasio?" Asking all the workers there, where's the gym? Because it's one of the few things that I know how to say in fluent Spanish. I do know a few things in Spanish. I feel like I can say things in Spanish more than I can understand things in Spanish.
Yeah, that's probably true.
It's probably Spanglish more than Spanish, but
what's the one Paul Rudd where he goes to Starbucks and he's like orders something? She's like, "You mean a venti, a grande?" And he's like, "A venti is 20."
Great movie, Role Models.
Okay.
Just watch that again recently. That's a hilarious movie.
He's like, "Tall means large. Grande means large. Venti means 20. Congratulations, you're stupid in 3 languages." That's a great line.
And they're like, yeah, a venti's 20 ounces.
Yeah. That makes me think of another coffee shop. Do you ever watch Loudermilk?
No.
Oh, dude, it's awesome. It's with, is it Ron Livingston, the guy from Office Space?
Yes.
So he's a recovering alcoholic, and he starts like...
Just on HBO?
Yeah, it was. Something like that. But he goes in, and there's this girl who takes like his order, and she has like vocal fry, and he starts like roasting her about vocal fry. I'll have to send you the scene, but it's very funny. And he's like, "Why do you talk like this?" And she's like, "Dad, like that's that." And then she like says something. She's like, "You're an asshole." He's like, "There you go. You're talking." He's like, "Do that door," and he like freaks out. But it's so funny.
Office Space is a phenomenal movie.
It's a very
that movie holds the test of time. Stands the test of time.
Yeah, the guy who was just like, let's make a white guy with glasses who's a rap freak named Michael Bolton is like
incredible.
You can't beat that.
And that dude is from Mad TV. Remember he was in Mad TV?
I do. Mad TV was awesome. I remember that being...
There were some really good seasons of Mad TV. It just gets buried because of SNL.
And I remember it would start a half hour earlier than SNL. They would try and compete that.
Was it on at the same...
It was on 11 on Saturdays.
I always thought it was on Fridays.
No, it was on Saturday. At least when I remember.
Maybe at a certain point it was on Fridays.
Stewart was good. Miss Swan.
Do you remember the Abercrombie one?
Looking like a man.
The Abercrombie... I don't know. Do you have the keys, Stormy? That's an underrated skit. For anyone listening that's never seen that, look up on YouTube, Mad TV Abercrombie.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
There was just some really good stuff there. But like you said, it always got overshadowed.
It always got overshadowed. And there were a lot of good people that came from Mad TV too.
A lot. Yeah, and I liked it better. I didn't think... SNL's either great or horrible.
Well, I haven't watched SNL in like the last 15 years.
Yeah, me either.
There were great seasons.
I watched
they couldn't miss
the specials where it's like, oh, we're gonna play clips from the like I watched that, but I don't watch. I mean, I go to bed at 8:00, so I don't really wish out.
Yeah, no, you won't.
No,
I've been going to bed early too. I think recently I've just been in a stride where I go to bed at the exact same time and I wake up at the exact same time.
Yeah,
no alarm, nothing. I fall asleep at 10. I wake up at 6:30 on the dot.
It's nice. Yeah, I'm about 8:30 to 6:15.
Yeah. I need a full 8 hours, 8.5 hours.
I'm usually like 9 or 10.
You need 9 or 10?
I take it.
That's a lot of sleep.
That's a lot of sleep. Yeah.
Am I crazy or is that a lot of gum?
That's a lot of gum.
That's a lot of sleep. But yeah, I think that there's like a window where if I sleep too much, then it makes me tired again.
Yeah, you can.
But if I'm like that 8 hours when I just get up and I'm like, boom, I'm ready to go.
You're ready to go.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Clicking on all cylinders.
I like that.
Yeah.
I've been easing into the day more. Like no phone the first hour. No real like.
That's good. It's so hard to do though.
It
Then
is
you're like,
hard.
what am I going to do?
Yeah, no.
Am I
I
gonna
watch Leave It to Beaver.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
that's a good one.
it's like you just flash back and it's a simpler time and it's nice.
Yeah.
Come home, the lady's decked out in pearls and a dress cooking for you, and it's like, man, just nice.
Yeah. What was that? The 40s or 50s?
50s,
50s, late 50s,
60s,
right? Yeah.
50s, 60s.
It seems so much older.
Yeah,
Because I feel like they made such a big jump. Like once it went to color TV
Color
shows.
TV was like you go from like Leave It to Beaver to Happy Days.
Yeah.
Which is another great show. Scott Baio was in that. Joni Loves Chachi.
Speaking of other shows about hospitals and doctors, I was thinking of other sitcoms where this is kind of not to bring up your hospital stay, but
Bring it up.
one that we haven't talked about at all yet. Were you a fan, or did you watch Doogie Howser?
I watched Doogie Howser in syndication. It was on, I feel like it was on not ABC Family. The Family Channel was channel 27. I feel like it was on at like 2:30, 3 o'clock, and I would get home from school right around then. So I watched a lot of like the end of it when he would sit at the computer and type. I don't know if it's like what he.
That's what I remember the most about that show.
I remember that, and I remember his friend. I forget the kid's name, but he was in Basketball Diaries.
Yes.
Remember that kid, the little Italian kid?
Yeah, he
his
was
best friend.
also in Hook.
He was in Hook. He
Yeah.
was. He was young in Hook.
He's one of the Lost Boys. Yeah.
He's a lost boy. That's a great movie.
Oh, phenomenal movie.
Robin Williams, man. He's got another great stand-up.
Rest in peace. He was great. Loved Robin Williams.
Really good.
But I like. Speaking of Neil Patrick Harris, did you watch How I Met Your Mother?
I did. I really liked him in that.
He's great as Barney Stinson.
Barney, yeah.
But after Doogie Howser, he kind of had like, I don't know where he went. He disappeared for a
much.
while. And then he shows up out of nowhere in
Howard and Kumar.
Howard
right?
and Kumar. Put him back on the map, and then I think How I Met Your Mother started like shortly
Right
after
that. Yeah. Yeah, that was like, I guess he was the guy who decided to come back. Speaking of another guy who had a long acting break, have you seen Shia LaBeouf recently, man?
He just got in trouble again.
Yeah. He was sober a while, and then he went to Mardi Gras.
It's these